Right. Burnley 1, Liverpool 3, Liverpool 3, Burnley 1, whatever way you want to fucking say it. The Reds have done it. The Reds have gone to Turf Moor, got through a sticky patch. We went 1-0 down, but you know what? Those guys showed tremendous heart, tremendous bottle to stay in there, work their way back into the game, and finish the game 3-1 winners. I am absolutely over the moon. I cannot wait for everybody to come in and join me. I cannot wait for to celebrate tonight's amazing fucking result. I say amazing because I'm not going to lie. At the start of that game, when we put that team out, I was nervous. I got to be honest with you guys. I was nervous. I said it on Twitter. I've got to be honest about these things. I seen 8 changes or 7 changes to the team, and it made me nervous. I'm sorry. I'm just going to retweet something here on Twitter really quick. It made me nervous. And you know what? I'm okay about that. But the Reds went there. They got it done. 3-1. I'm so fucking proud of them. I'm so proud of them. Tremendous balls by those players out there in that field. Tremendous guts shown by Liverpool to get that job done. And that third goal, I mean, that was just counter-attacking football from the fucking book. Goalkeeper throws it out. Ball played upfield. Salah flicks it on. First time Shaqiri, left foot, side foot, into the fucking goal. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Sorry, my phone is going absolutely nuts here. I'm trying to shut it up so that I can stay on here and talk to you guys. Apologies. Anyway, look, for everyone that joined us for that watch along, thank you. We did record numbers. Absolutely fucking crazy. We passed 5,000 subscribers. We fucking smashed past 5,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that joined us. Craigo, you should be a commentator, said Karen. Thank you, Karen, but I will be fired after 5 minutes on the job. Because they'd say, now remember, no language, and I'd be gone. 5 minutes, I'd be out the door, Karen. Fired. Well done, Mr. Klopp. Credit due, said Anthony. Respect. Craig, off topic, but what did you think of Mick McCarthy taking on the Ireland job? Tom, do you know what? The more I thought about it, if you just said to me McCarthy's taking the Ireland job, I'd say fuck off. But he took the Ireland job with a view to passing it on after the Euros, or the qualifying for the Euros. And I get that. I honestly get that. I think it was a good move all around from the FAI. But we'll talk about that a little bit more detail a little bit further on, if that's okay, Tom. But overall, I thought it was a good bit of forward planning from the FAI for once. To give it to him, steady hands for 2 years, and then pass it on. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Robbie Keane wasn't shy, by the way, about trying to get himself involved there. At 1-0, everybody was saying Premier League was gone, and again, fuck the haters, Craig. This year it's ours. The Rev and I wasn't. I was saying to everybody, believe. I kept saying believe. Always say believe. It was nervous. Old Goblet said it was nervous there, but we did need to bring the big guns out. I hope we look to strengthen in January. Do you know what? How weird was that? Sturridge had an absolutely horrendous first half, and he was a little bit better in the second, but when he was surrounded by better quality players, he looked a bit of a better player. Hey Connor, hey Dirty Girl, how are you? Massive win tonight for Liverpool Reserve, said Paul. Do you know what? I want to take a moment, guys, if it's okay. I want to take a moment to congratulate Arsenal and the manager Unai Emery and all their fans on going 20 games unbeaten. It's a tremendous achievement for them, 20 games unbeaten, and to be only 8 points behind Liverpool. I mean, credit to them. 20 games unbeaten, and they're still only 8 points behind Liverpool. Just the 8 points behind Liverpool in the league table. They're on Twitter now celebrating. All celebrating 20 games unbeaten, get in there. So well done to them on their 20 games unbeaten. They're 8 points behind Liverpool. I'm going to keep saying it. 8 points behind Liverpool. Chelsea lost tonight, 2-1 away at Wolves. Thank you very much. Chelsea are hopefully going to want to go and put in a result at the weekend against Manchester City. They're going to want to go and put things straight. Not too bad of a night. Not too bad of a night. The Manx drew with Arsenal. Points dropped all around, even though the Manx aren't really our headache at this moment in time. Fuck them. But you know what? Hilarious. Talk about levels. Arsenal fans on there now. 20 games unbeaten. When's the parade? You're still fucking nowhere. So don't worry about it. It's become a Klopp tactic. First half, show up and steady, and second half, boom, get in. Some tension by Sean Dyche at the end towards Klopp. Fuck Dyche. Fuck him. Ginger Mourinho, me arse. Do you know what? I know, actually, to be fair, he's just as much of a miserable fucker as Mourinho is, so why not? Let's go, Chelsea. Beat the fucking cheating cunts. The plastics against the cheating cunts. It's a tough one. I'm reading this out, by the way. I'm not just using my own bad language. I'm reading it out. United are irrelevant, said Brian. They really are. Right? They really are. Luke Skywalker said, what the hell? We started a nightmare, turned into a beautiful dream, but Chelsea losing too. Our boys showed fight and spirit. They absolutely did. Claire said Allison is going to go down in folklore. What a frickin' hero. You said frickin', Claire. Come on, I thought we taught you how to swear. His save from the third goal, his save was the start of the build up to that goal. It was absolutely tremendous. And the goal that they scored, I haven't seen the replays enough to know if it was offside, but I do know that it was kicked out of his hands. So that much I know. Thankfully, it didn't matter a jot because the Reds went on, lifted up the pace when we went 1-0 down, got it back to 1-1. Fantastic goal, by the way. Absolutely fantastic goal by James Milner to bring it back to 1-1. So credit to him. And then, of course, we have the Bobby Firmino just on the field. Ball laid across to him. He knocks it into an open goal. And then the third goal, counter-attack and football par excellence. I don't know what else to say about that. Brilliant. I said 3-1 all along. If you had to ask me at half-time, I was never saying that was 3-1. All week I said 3-1, but we did it. We got the points, and that is all that matters. How we played in the first half doesn't matter a fucking jot. All that matters is them 3 points. We've done it yet again. This is the Liverpool's best ever start to a Premier League campaign. I don't know if it's the best ever start to a league campaign. I think it could be. But we played 15 games now, and we have won 12 and drawn 3. That is an unbelievable start of the season. We've conceded 6 goals in 15 games. One of them today should have been ruled out. We've been just unbelievable. We've been grinding it out, but we're getting the results. Manchester City have had an amazing start to the season, and we're right in their coattails. I don't know what else we can do. This team are brilliant. We have to get behind them. We have to believe. You can see they want it. You can see they believe. Man, I'm telling you now, Manchester City are going to start dropping points at some point. They're going to do it. They've done it. I keep saying to look back over Pep Guardiola's teams. They all start fast. They will drop points. And we have to be there. Blakely said, I'm happy with the win, but no clean sheet. Do you know what? We would have had a clean sheet if the ref didn't rob us of that, as the Revenoid said. KEITA did okay tonight, was unlucky not to score. I thought he did a bit better than okay, Paul, to be fair. I thought the second half especially, his tracking back was brilliant. He was winning the ball in midfield, and he was making those little runs at their defence when other players were just kind of standing around going from side to side. We've seen at times NABY KEITA have that dynamism about him to pick up the ball and run. Just fucking run sometimes. That'll do no harm. I thought we looked so much better when Moreno went off, and I'm not having a go at Moreno. The reason I think we look so much better is because we went on the front foot. We brought on more attacking players. We pinned them in a little bit more. Jimmy Milner was getting up the left hand side a bit more. Everything looked more settled. The shape looked better. And do you know what? If that was Klopp's plan, then so be it. We said at the very start, we trust the manager. He got the job done. He got the win. He trusted the boys. They did it. Well done to everybody. Joe Gomez is a worry though. I'm not going to lie, I'm very worried about Joe Gomez. And I could see it coming from the start. Those of you that were on the watch along would have heard me saying the referee's letting them away with too much. They were winning tackles, Burnley, but they were going through the players at the same time. 3 or 4 times it happened in the first 10 minutes, and then Joe Gomez got injured. The referee took far too long to bring out a card. There was, again, it's just poor refereeing. It didn't affect us tonight. Thank God we got the result. But you often hear managers say that they want their players protected, and sometimes I wonder what they're saying. Are they being a little bit too harsh? But there's times like there today, yes, the players needed more protection. And I'm not talking about players like Messi or the flair players. I'm talking about our right full today and Joe Gomez. Simple little things like the referees were just letting them away with too much. And I'm not trying to say that Burnley are a dirty fucking team. I'm not saying that. They were going into full-blooded tackles, but what the referee had to do was let them know early that they couldn't follow through. That if they're going to ground so much with their tackles, they need to be a bit cleaner in winning the ball. I have my posh mouth on, said Claire. I'm picking my daughter up from school. Oh, there you go, Claire. Completely understand. I hope your young lady had a good day in school. 6 points clear of Spurs, 8 points clear of Chelsea. We're breaking away, said Kevlar. Would gladly let my future wife shag Allison, said Alpha G. I mean, there you go. What more can you say about the man than that? Dave Fagan said balance, Craig. It was much more balanced, you're right. When I said earlier I'd get my knob tattooed if Twinkle Toes score prediction came through, I lied, said Rod. No, Rod, I expect to see a video of that being done. The fella who said he'd get the Divock Origi done, he got that done. He even videoed it, I think, for Red Men. Moreno and Studge were poor tonight. Sorry, down the pecking order for them. Do you know what? You're fair. They were both poor. Sturridge in the first half was absolutely shocking. I mean, to be fair, he was shocking. Get the points out, lads, said Karen. Get them in, Karen. I mean, you're around. Craig, have you heard anything about Gomez? Not yet, other than it's his ankle. That's all I've heard. If Gomez badly injured, what's this? If he is my club, my international, horrid situation. I hope he's not. I mean, what a start of the season Joe Gomez has had. I really, for his sake, I hope that he's not too badly injured. And do you know what? There tonight, that Liverpool side went there, and we went there without Dejan Lovren. We went there without Sadio Mane, without Gini Wijnaldum, and without Andy Robertson. And we still left with the 3 points. So I have to be fair, I was critical of the team selection. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to go back on what I said. I thought 7 or 8 changes was too much. The first half, I think, played that out. The first half, we seen a terrible 45 minutes of football. Second half, we only started to play better after, well, no, I'm being a bit harsh there. We probably did start the second half a little bit better. But we really clicked into gear after we went 1-0 down, when we needed to chase the game. And when you face that adversity and you're 1-0 down away from home, you find out a bit about your team, you find out a bit about the players. And those boys dug in there and they ground out the result. So well done to them. I'm so proud of them. So proud of Jurgen Klopp. So proud of that group of players. So proud of all the people that subscribed. So proud of all of you guys. But mostly I'm proud of Arsenal for going 20 games unbeaten and still being 8 points short of Liverpool. So well done, Arsenal. Congratulate yourselves. Give yourself a big pat on the back for those 20 games unbeaten. KEITA was so amazing. I mean amazing, said Blakely. You guys know. I fucking love NABY KEITA. Love him. I'll show you guys how much I love him. For those of you who aren't on Twitter, you wouldn't have seen it. I put a picture up earlier on of my house before the game. I'll put it up to the camera. I hope you guys can see it. There you go. That was my sitting room before the game. I had my new runners out. I had my NABY KEITA 8 shirt out. My Christmas tree ready. I'm wearing the NABY KEITA 8 shirt. You know I'm a NABY KEITA fan. I fucking love the guy. And today we've seen what NABY KEITA is all about. How long do we think Gomez will be out for? Honestly don't know. October. I hope not too long. Paul Joy said the club are worried about the ankle. The scan is tomorrow. Fuck. I really feel for the young man. He's had terrible luck with injuries and he doesn't need another one. All because the referee's a fucking prat who just let them away with too much. Klopp confirms that Gomez has an ankle injury and is facing a spell out. Jesus, so sad for the guy because he's been immense. He's been absolutely immense. And look, I've no doubt Degsy Lovren will come in and do a job. I've no doubt about that whatsoever. But Gomez has earned that spot and I feel so bad for the young lad. I must get used to Lovren and worst Cahill. I don't know what you mean there about Cahill, sorry. Lovren, I mean don't underestimate Lovren. Lovren will come in and do a fine job. KEITA has finally settled in at the club as a very bright future. Mini Modric, there you go. Mini Modric. Modric is fucking tiny actually. I wouldn't call him Mini Modric. Fuck Arsenal, they ain't getting no congratulations from me, said Louis. Chelsea will do City on Saturday. I hope so, Dave. I really do. Right, do you know what? Fuck it, before I forget, man of the matches, let me know. Who was your choice? It's tough for me to say, but I'm going to give it to NABY KEITA. I thought he was excellent. Absolutely excellent. But you know what? There's a few to choose from. But let me know yours. A game of 2 halves, still unbeaten, said Pat, but it really was a game of 2 halves, mate. Second half was beautiful. First half was dire. I guess while Gomez is out, we'll play Joel Matip. I don't know, Tom. I would suggest we play Lovren, but I don't know. On Matip, he did well today. He made a few good tackles, a few sloppy passes as well. But my worry with him is always not being able to get a run of games out of him. But do you know what? The squad is fucking good. I'm so happy. Need to buy Rabiot ASAP. We don't need to buy him. We can get him on a free in the summer. I still think he'll end up either signing at PSG or going to Barcelona. But would I like him at Liverpool? Yes, as I've said plenty of times, he's quality. Sturridge not a starter. Bring the lad on as a sub in an open game to finish it off. Give the lad space and he'll score with that left foot. Said Gareth. Foot? What the fuck's a left foot? A left foot. Man of the match NABY KEITA for Louis. Man of the match Ragnar Klavan Soul for Alpha G. KEITA, not the referee. I'll back you up on that one, Rod. Alisson man of the match is a shout. Alisson was very good today. Lovren's biggest problem is that he's too damn hot-headed. It leads to simple mistakes, but he's calmed down a lot with VVD in the lineup. That's a good point, October. And how could you not be a bit calmer with big VVD around? NABY man of the match for Anthony. There's a place for Harry Wilson in the squad, said DBF. It's really going to be very interesting to see what Klopp does with Harry Wilson. He's been doing so well at Derby. He's scored some bangers. He scored an absolute worldie as well for Wales. So he can't do much more. It's Klopp's call at the end of the day, but the guy's doing his part. VVD got man of the match on, what's that, Photomob? But I would have given it to KEITA, so would I. I have given it to KEITA on mine. But I always worry when Joe Matip plays. So do I, Louis, because I'll be honest, I don't rate Joe Matip that highly. I think he's a competent centre back, but that's about it for me. He's probably a classy, competent centre back, if that makes sense. He's the higher side of average. NABY is what we need. He was most creative player today by far. Don't underestimate Lovren. He played every game of Croatia's World Cup campaign. He got to the final. Absolutely. Best defender in the world, mate. Best defender in the world, Degsy Lovren. I'm not being sarcastic towards you there, Tom, by the way, mate. That was not a dig at you. I do rate Dejan Lovren, but I love the way he considers himself one of the best in the world. God bless him. Gomez will be back when we win the FA Cup, the Champions League. Go on, Joe. What do you think we need to look for in January? A 10, a 10, a 10, a 10, forever a 10. God, we need some creativity. A bit of creativity to unlock that front line, and we are the dog's bollocks. There's not much else I can say. We were just lacking a small bit. But even at that, how can we complain? How can we even think of complaining when we played 15, won 12, drawn 3? Best start ever to a league campaign, I think. Unbelievable. Jurgen Klopp and those boys deserve all the praise in the world. Yeah, we're 2 points behind City. Can't argue with that. Nothing we can say about that. Credit to Manchester City. But it's up to us to keep on the coattails. And I think we can do it. I've said all season, I think we can do it. Transplant Harry Wilson's left foot onto Firmino. Firmino got his goal. Fair fucks to him. Came on in the right place, right time. Finished it off. Job done. Unselfish stuff as well from Salah to knock it into the path of Shaqiri. And he must have learned. He didn't even take time to settle on this one. Side foot, past Joe Hart. Head and shoulders, couldn't do a thing about it. 3-1, game over. That 5k looks good, one of the channel names said G.I. Jose. It does, doesn't it? I can't believe we did that on tonight's stream. I'm so happy. I thought if we got to 4 and 9, well, it would have been a good stream. But it looks like we did record numbers. At our peak on that stream, there was 1,001 people watching at our peak, so that should give us figures of, I'd say, in excess of 20 grand or 25,000, maybe even a bit more. I haven't checked the numbers yet, but I'm leaving that for a treat for afterwards. I opened the window of my advent calendar and found a lovely wee present that said Burnley 1, Liverpool 3. There you go, Tom. Enjoy it, mate. Get stuck in. Michael said Moreno needs to go. I don't think he'll have too much longer to wait, Michael. Contract's running right down, mate, so longest he should be here probably is the end of the season. How brilliant was Naby Keita, our best player on the pitch first half along with Alisson, but when Bobby Moe and Naby stepped up, our best midfield. It was great. It was great when they were all there. As I said, we looked so much better when we had a lot of attacking talent on because we were chasing, but when we had Firmino on, Salah on, Shaqiri on, Keita on, Sturridge on as well, the options were there. We had attacking threat. Burnley were scared. They were fucking petrified. They were launching long balls at times to nobody because there was nobody up there. They looked like a beaten team once they went 2-1 down. Naby was the nuts tonight, said Papa. Top of the league Sunday red, said Dave. That will be true for a few hours at least. Liverpool played Bournemouth at 12:30 on Saturday morning. Well, Saturday morning to me, I know it's technically afternoon. And then Chelsea play Manchester City at 5:30. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we get the result. I don't like these early kickoffs, by the way. I fucking hate them. And the fact that I want to have a little word about this game actually. The fact that the television companies think it's okay, and I'm not just having to go here from a Liverpool perspective. This has happened to other teams as well. But the fact that they think it's okay for a set of fans to have to travel from Liverpool down to Bournemouth for a 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday is ridiculous. And as I said, I'm not just moaning about this from a Liverpool perspective. It's happened to a lot of fans. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Like a 12:30 kickoff and to expect them to travel down is ridiculous. But they'll do it because they're fucking amazing. Travelling fans, for most clubs, the away fans, like, fair play to them. They find their way. However they get there, they get there. 1,000 people watching the Anfield Agenda. That was an amazing turnout. Craig, don't forget us when you hit 100,000 subs. How could I, mate? And if we hit 100,000 subs, I don't even want to. I don't know. I don't want to think that far ahead. I'm happy with where we are. We always want to grow, but slow, steady growth is good because it means people are enjoying what you're doing and we're moving together as a community, and that's what it's all about. Thank God, because the teams we're playing against are getting a lot of offside goals, said Sean. Naby and Mo have the creativity. They just have to be played and find the right areas. Your audience was full house. Don't know what that means, Shabir, but it was great to have so many people on. Sorry to bring in the negative point, but if Chelsea shows City what they showed Wolves, I predict 3-1 to City. Thing is though, mate, you could well be right, but we have to think that the Chelsea gaffer, is going to want a reaction, and that Sarri's going to look at that and go, not good enough. It wasn't good enough against Spurs, not good enough tonight against Wolves. And Sarri ball, as the Chelsea fans like to call it, he's going to want a reaction. He's going to expect more from his players. Shabir said almost 1,000. It passed 1,000. 1,001. I have the numbers. It was 1,001 at its minimum, or at its most. Craig, I don't know. Hendo was good today, but there's something about Fabinho. He just brings the urgency to the midfield, or is it just me? I thought Henderson was okay today. That's all. He was okay. I thought Fabinho played better against Everton than Henderson played today. For me, look, it's too early to say Fabinho's the answer, but he's got a bit of class about him. I'd like to see him play more. I'm sure we will see him play more. Whether that's at the expense of Henderson or not isn't for me to say. The second half performance reminded me of last season, said Matt. I'm your second subscriber, expecting a video on your new tattoo. Oh, right, there you go. Liverpool's set piece strategy makes me nervous, but it's working, said Kigby. Oh, you mean the high line that we're holding? Yeah, it would make me nervous a lot of the time if Van Dijk wasn't the one controlling that line. So Van Dijk did really well. Fair play to the liner as well for the offside Burnley goal, the first one that he ruled out. It was tight enough, but he was offside. How did we play today? I missed the game. Andre, the first half was one of the most forgettable 45 minutes of football you're going to ever see. Second half, we started a bit better, but after Burnley scored, we really changed. Our intensity levels went up. James Milner scored a fantastic goal out of almost nothing. Really, really good finish from the D on the edge of the box. Buried it into the bottom corner. And then we made the substitutions, and then we started to look better. We had to take off Joe Gomez early on because he got injured, and we brought on Trent Alexander-Arnold. And then later on in the game, we took off Divock Origi, and we took off Alberto Moreno, and we brought on Mo Salah and Bobby Firmino. Not too fucking shabby of a substitutions to make, is it? Those two boys coming on. Any thoughts on the January transfer window? I'd love us to just bring in some creativity, Gareth. I have a feeling we may see a deal like we did for NABY KEITA done, where we've got a player signed and sealed and delivered ready for June, but will that get us there? I don't know. For me, a lot depends on how Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain comes back, if he can stay injury free when he comes back, how Ryan Brewster develops when he comes in. There's a lot of unknowns there, but I think if we don't get somebody in, I think we'll get something done. I think we'll do something in January. I'd be interested to see with the players going out, by the way. Bournemouth versus Liverpool, 7:30 AM on Saturday, where Nelson is, and 12:30 PM Saturday US time. 7:30 AM, Jesus, that's an early kick-off, Nelson. Keep up the good work, mate, on the channel, Craig, mate, you're a legend. Thank you very much. My voice is completely destroyed. I've done so many streams this week, and because the games are coming thick and fast as well, I think it was over a 2-hour stream for the game, and then straight on here to do another hour and a bit. So look, it's great. I'm not complaining. The Blue Spanners did well keeping the Trolls in check tonight. They really did. And the Trolls were out in force as well. God bless them though. They still can't fucking spell. City will give us the Premier League. We won't give City the Premier League. Damn right. This team are not giving up. You can see it in them. Turning points, guys. That Everton game, that's a turning point. The balls they showed to come back today, another turning point. They keep being asked questions and they keep answering them. Never again is Origi and Sturridge starting together, said Evan. That was a fucking massive shock. Massive shock. I didn't expect to see none of the front three start today. I actually thought Salah would start. And I betted accordingly, actually, that I thought Salah would start. But yeah, look, again, the result is all that matters and we got it done. About time KEITA comes to the party, said Shabir. It's good to know we've got bounce back ability. Yeah, damn right. It just wasn't Origi's day, Revan. I didn't play well, but got an assist, so that's all you can ask for, really. The thing about Origi is, it mightn't have been his day, but today he looked like he wanted to do something. Every time he got the ball, he had some intensity about him, and he looked like he was fucking trying. Sometimes with Sturridge in the first half, I just felt it was too lackadaisical. He was getting brushed off the ball too easily. His passes were sloppy. His touch was sloppy. And yeah, so I can understand. I don't understand why Sturridge stayed on the field, by the way. I know you're chasing, but I thought Origi would have been a better outlet, particularly running the channels. But look, substitutions were made. We won 3-1. Everything is tickety-boo. I think we'll do the same against Burnley. I don't know, mate. They're flying, Burnley. They're really going to come and play. Burnley won't be sitting back. They're going to come and play. So this is a game where I think we'll probably see Klopp actually go and play a stronger team, because Burnley like to attack and Burnley like to play open, expansive football. AS Empire said KEITA was class today, which he was. Chelsea need to beat City. Reds will go on top. We'll go on top if we'll win a 12 regardless, even if it's for a few hours. The Holy Grail is coming home, said Dave. Newcastle fans. He's only got little arms. He couldn't touch the crossbar. What score did that one finish, actually? I didn't see that one. Hang on. 1-1 in the Everton Newcastle game. Oh well, there you go. He's only got little arms. God bless him. I think Origi's more of a super sub. Sturridge Link will play second half. Awesome. I wouldn't say awesome, mate. I wouldn't say awesome. Better. Definitely better than the first half. And look, there's no doubt in Sturridge's ability. Daniel Sturridge is a class act. I've said that time and time again. But that first half, we have to be honest, it was awful. Alisson was not great today, to be honest. What the fuck is that about? Why did you delete that message, Kigby? What the fuck made you delete that message? All he said was Alisson wasn't great today, to be honest, and you deleted his message. He has the right to give an opinion. You can't delete people's comments when you don't like what they write. Evan, mate, if you're watching, I read out your comment, and I'm sorry it was deleted. It shouldn't have been. You're wrong. He didn't have a poor game. He was pretty fucking good today, but you're entitled to your opinion. Kick off playing footy, 1-0 down. Come home 3-1. Nice, said Stephen Bourne. There you go. Craig, my local team drew with Celtic. We were rubbish, but we drew with Celtic, said Scotty. Was that a draw as well? So Rangers lost 1-0 to Aberdeen. Hibs drew 2-2. And Celtic drew. Fucking hell. Nobody wants to win the league in Scotland. Nobody. Are you doing the live stream of Saturday's game? Mark, the honest answer is I don't know yet. I don't know. The early kickoffs are much trickier for me to do with the kids and stuff, but I will let you guys know as the week progresses. I'm hoping to do it, but I can't say 100%. David de Pickford and goal for Manchester United. Did you see him? Yeah, just hammering the ball back over the line. God bless him. Some mods being a bit strict. This isn't a really biased channel. We're open to criticise. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, as I say, you boo people out if they spam links, they're abusive towards somebody in the channel, or they're just coming in to be an absolute cunt. But all he did was give an opinion that we may not have liked, but he was polite about it. For the Burnley goal, he was shaky, but he was very good at shot stopping, said Evan. The ball was kicked out of his hands, as far as I was concerned, for that goal. And I've only seen a few clips of it, but what I have seen, it seemed like it was kicked out of his hands. I'm still buzzing with Shaqiri, said Ben. Alisson wasn't good enough. He only made 2 match-winning saves. Should have made 2 more. The one right at the end, I didn't... Can anybody tell me about that? Because I've only seen it in real time. I didn't see a single replay. The one that led to the Liverpool 3rd goal, was that going in top corner? Or did he knock it around? Because the angle I had was terrible. So can somebody talk me through that one? The one that he then took the ball and threw it out and we scored the 3rd goal from. Silva cries in his sleep and Southgate also cries to have a little T-Rex arm and goal. A few weeks ago he was the best keeper in the world. He was going to look at the newspapers. A few weeks ago Jordan Pickford was linked with a £70 million move. A £70 million move to Manchester United. 70 fucking million for a player who saved the penalty in a World Cup. It's madness. The English media are just hilarious with their own players. Besiktas might have to move for David De Gea. Alisson was insane today. I might have to watch the replays again and analyse the goal. I don't think he did make a mistake. I don't think he did, Ferno. I think he saved the shot with his left hand. Ball then broke. He went down, had the ball between his 2 hands, and it looked like, to me, it was kicked out of his hand. That's just the view I had of it. But again, it's nice to see more replays and see it from different angles. AS Empire said, can't be harsh with Origi. This is his first start and his only game, and got an assist as well. If we win the Premier League, let's give Pickford a thank you party. Seems only rude not to. I mean, we can tell him where the parade is and he can join. Somebody will have to, you know, give him a little hand up because he's only got little arms, God love him. We're going to win the league, said Dave, love it. Alisson is already my favourite keeper, so no point in giving an opinion. Alisson's a match changer. What an investment. Middle finger up to the doubters. I wasn't one of those doubters, Claire. Anybody that's been with us since the summer knows that when the goalkeeper situation was up in the air, I was screaming for Alisson Becker. People were saying that they wanted Atletico's keeper, and I was, no, I'm telling you now, Alisson De Gea. All Black's an amazing keeper, but Alisson De Gea? Did I just say Alisson De Gea? I'm reading comments here and then trying to say it. Alisson is the goalkeeper that we need. Alisson Becker is the keeper we've always needed. Alisson De Gea. Still can't believe I said that. Alisson Becker is the keeper we needed. His distribution, his awareness, his presence, his quickness of thought. Yeah, he's going to make mistakes because of that, but he's the keeper that we need. I still can't believe we said Alisson De Gea. Craig, I was a bit strict tonight because somebody called Finlay, thought it was a good idea to talk shit about my family in the chat. If they talk about your family, fucking throw them out, Ben. Fuck them. Talk about your family, mate. They're fair game to be thrown out. I think it was heading for the right angle, but Alisson was taking no chances. Proper order. Well done to him. Liverpool concerned about Joe Gomez's ankle injury. Scan tomorrow. Thank you for that one, Louis. I hope it's nothing too serious. I really do. Cameron said, so good at Joe Gomez got injured. I hope it's not serious. What's up with Robbo and will he be fit for Saturday? I would say so. I would say he will be fit. He was the more likely of the two for today, Klopp said. Mane picked up a cut on his foot that had to be stitched, so I'd say you probably see both of them for Saturday, Scotty. I hope so. Alisson was great today. Shame we missed out on the record of least goals conceded. Yeah, it is. 6 goals though in 15 games is still excellent. 19 title. Wait till we have 19 titles, said Liverpool legend. Redman TV named the stream Alisson makes me wet. I hate my immature arse. I've spelled immature right. Well done to them. Fair fuck to them. I've been waiting to complete this with Pickford for years. Just can't reach. Is that what you're trying to say? Monchi the moron sold us a top 5 keeper, top 5 attacker for £90 million total. We caught them at a time where they kind of needed to sell a bit though, to be fair. So we were quite clever about that. Particularly with Salah. Alisson is the best keeper since Paggy Bonner, who saves with Irish Permanent. Or now it's permanent TSB actually. Pickford will only be able to hold shot glasses with his little hands. What happened with Gomez? Basically a player went through the back of him, won the ball but carried through and went through him, and I think he turned his ankle. Up the motherfucking red, said Stephen Richards. I hope you enjoyed the show, mate. Good to see you back. I hope you and Louise had a good night at War of the Worlds. Okay, what else have we got? Guys, this is going to be a shorter stream, by the way. I'm only going to stay on for another 15 minutes or so because my voice is so strained. And if I stay on any longer, then I won't be able to do a stream tomorrow. I almost fell out when Shaqiri scored. I want to win every game at this point, said October. Becomes a habit, doesn't it? Which is a great thing to say. Winning a habit is brilliant. Players then believe. They go out in the field believing that no matter what happens, they're going to win. What else we got? Was Naby the man tonight, said David Graham. He was for me, David. He was for me. I know somebody said somebody gave the keeper man of the match. Our keeper, I mean, like, but yeah, for me it was Naby. I have to say, I really, really enjoyed the second half performance in particular. I felt like Bogdan would have done better than Sturridge up front at times, said Cart 6. If a goalie's holding the ball with one hand like a waiter, can you head it out of his hand? Apparently not. If you're talking about the incident today with Lacazette and De Gea, then no. I think once the keeper's in control of the ball, whether it's in one or two hands, you can't touch it. If the keeper is bouncing the ball, yes. If the keeper's in the motion of kicking it, no. Even if it's left his hand, if he's in the motion of kicking it and it's left his hand, you can't touch it. But I think if he's bouncing it, it might be different. Why was the Burnley manager upset with Klopp? I've no idea, Royston, mate. A couple of people have mentioned that. I don't know. Nor do I really give a fuck about Sean Dyche. Let him be upset. He wasn't upset when they were 1-0 up after getting a goal that shouldn't have stood. So I don't know, mate. A couple of people have mentioned it, but I haven't seen why yet. What's happened with Gomez? I've already went through that one. Mohamed Salah comes on the pitch, provides an assist, but according to the bidders, he's a one-season wonder. Oh, fuck them, honestly. Fuck them all. Up the motherfucking Reds. Love it. Did Burnley even get a yellow? Yes, they got one, I think. One that I'm aware of. One. And they should have had one. How did they not get a yellow card when they put his hand across, was it, I can't remember whose chest it was, and pulled him back by the shirt to stop a counter-attack, and the ref didn't give a yellow? Fucking ridiculous refereeing. KEITA was a beast. He looked good today, said Claire. He was immense. Absolutely immense. Love the guy. Ben said, me and Craig predicted the score today. We both went for 3-1. Did the Burnley manager ever finish his bogey? I don't know. I was keeping an eye out. He rolled it up, left it nice on the top lip, but I don't know if he went back for it in the second half. Apparently Dyche was talking about Brexit with Klopp and he got pissed off. Love it. He's definitely a Brexit here. You can tell by the head in him. Dyche is such a Brexit lad, said Ferno. Oh, look at October going to pick up a bit of sushi. Hope your voice gets better. I have to work Saturday. Kickoffs at 6:30 AM for me, so I'll be asleep, deprived and grumpy. Thanks for joining us, October. Go get yourself something to eat and we'll talk to you soon, my friend. I want to be a tracer. I don't know what that means, but you go after it. You go get it. The performance, especially in the second half, shows we're dead serious about winning the league. A couple of seasons back we would have dropped points, said Cameron. Sean Dyche looks like a bouncer. I thought I was going to read something else when I got to the end of that. Dyche asked Klopp if he likes to eat worms, and Klopp said no. Dyche was disgusted by that answer, and then asked him would he at least have a few gravels, a few stones, like. And he said no, I'm not eating any stones either, Dyche. And he said, but you'll get that lovely gravelly voice like the Ginger Mourinho. And Klopp said, no, I'm not having any of it, Dyche. That's what they fell out over, apparently. Who'll be the next manager for me? Stevie G looks good. I honestly don't want to have a conversation around Liverpool's next manager, because I want the manager that's here, because I love the fucking mad bastard. I want him here forever. The game has showed that KEITA needs to start, said Ferno. He was brilliant. He's such a fucking little beast. I cannot wait for him to really unleash what he can do in the Premier League. Klopp knows how good he is as well. He knows what a player he has in his hands. Someone forgot to take Pickford arms out of a hot wash. Sorry, I ruined your joke, mate. Sorry. The hot wash. Sean Dyche moans literally in every interview, said Cameron. You know my answer to that one, mate, and it starts with and ends on an uckum. Sean Dyche is full of lemons without a Corona. Yeah, you need the Corona, otherwise the lemon's just pointless. Be interesting to see what Klopp says about Dyche at the end of the game. No, please, no more TikTok memes. I don't understand what any of that means. Haven't got a fucking clue. Don't know what the tracer is. Don't know what any of you are talking about. I'm too old. I'm too old, and I'm too fucking old to know what any of this is. Great channel, lad, said Gareth Stones. Thank you, pal. That's really kind of you. I hope you subscribed. I'm sure you have, but thank you, mate. That means the world to us. I cannot believe that we passed 5,000 subs tonight. We started off the night at 4,815, something along those. And we finished it at 5,050 or something, which is unbelievable. So thank you so much to everybody that subscribed tonight and that gave the channel a go. It means the world to us. I meant the next young manager, the next Pep. I don't know, it's a tough one. There's a few good young managers out there actually. Shaqiri reminds me of Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse. Remember that from my childhood. Pickford needs Inspector Gadget arms. Great channel, just waiting for Daz to return. Is he coming back though? That's the thing. I don't know, Ferno. I haven't spoke to Daz in ages at this point. When's the last time you were in Anfield? The end of last season, Evan. The end of last season. I try and get over 5 or 6 times a year. Last time I was over 5 times, I think. 4 or 5 times. But usually more after Christmas. Because what happens is my family holiday is in October. And then we're paying that off till Christmas. And then after Christmas I usually have some more money. I can usually get my wife helped out more with our son. We have a 6-year-old autistic son that needs care. So I get over as many times as I can, pal. If you got me tickets, I'd be there every fucking week after Christmas. But it's getting tickets as well. That's nigh on impossible. KEITA's a different beast. Allison is a god, said Ninja MC. Type in YouTube, TikTok memes and you've lost hope in humanity. I'll pass on that one. Thank you. I'll just pass. I'll be waiting for Daz's return just like I'm waiting for Ox to come back. I'm so glad, mate. I'm so glad that we're keeping you occupied till Daz comes back. I mean, you're really filling me full of fucking hope there, mate. Thanks. It's good to know that we'll do for you until Daz comes back. Fair fucks. I'll remember when Daz comes back. I'll remember. Don't worry. You're a mad cunt. Undefeated after 15 games. Very good. Also 39 points out of a possible 45. Amazing. Brilliant start. How did Origi do tonight? He was okay, David. I think okay is fair. Didn't do anything wrong. Didn't do anything great. But tried. So, okay I think is fair. Best place to get tickets. I just need to get 1-to-1 game this season. Colin, I don't know. Sometimes I have to go to a travel agent and pay silly money. Sometimes I go on to things like Done Deal, which is a site over here in Ireland. Sometimes I go on Twitter and see if I can find them on there. But I don't have a source. One source that I can get tickets from, pal. I second that notion that Allison is a god. Craig, you said ox. I will always say ox, Ben. It's the word in front of it that I won't say. I'll never say the ox. I will say ox, but I'm refusing to say ox. I'll always say Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain if I can, but I'll always read out the word ox. It's just putting the two words together that ain't going to happen, because he's not Arsenal and I'm not an Arsenal fan, and we shouldn't be saying that. Allison has ice in his veins. Senior Aflamo said, many stand out today, but I think it's time for another James Milner appreciation agenda soon. Absolutely pure class. He was very good. What a strike for that goal. And KEITA deserves a shout out. Hi Craig, I just got this from a City fan on Twitter. Fuck off Liverpool. They're like wasps at a picnic. They won't fuck off. I pulled one off Twitter as well that said, I don't care, and this is true, I don't care that I've only been supporting Manchester City since 2009. We're still a bigger club than Liverpool and Manchester United. I mean, you couldn't make the shit up. Honest to God. I really looked hard. Probably the humping, said Rod. Hope Chelsea get a result against Man City. So do I, Evan. I really do. Sorry about the first half. That was on me. Jersey was still in the wash for the first 45 minutes. I put it on at half time, still wet. At least you did your job for the second half, mate. So, you know. Bad first half performance, but you took him for the team in the second half. Daz seems like a nice guy. Just felt he didn't have the banter that Anfield agenda possesses. Daz was a lovely guy. I mean, I'm very, very fond of Daz. And I'll never have a word said against them. But I'm also not listening to Furno say, I wish Daz was back every week. And just go watch the reruns of his stuff, mate. I mean, don't know what else to say to you. I know what Dundee is, bud. We have it down here in Cork too. I did know you're in Ireland, Colin, mate. Sorry. And yeah, that's where I've got some tickets. But you don't know what you're getting when you're on there. Hey Craig, just here watching your stream whilst playing darts. Nice. Nice. Tell us if you hit a treble 20, mate. Treble 20, well, 170 finish. Treble 20 bull. If you can hit that, let me know. I remember I hit a 180 once and I don't think I ever took the darts out of the board again. I just left them in there forever. I've been to one game this season. It was fucking brilliant, said Ben. Nice one. My dad gets me tickets off with colleagues who's a season ticket holder, said Tom. Brilliant. Great. It's good that you have a source, mate. Fuck man shitty, said Gary Richards. Sorry, fuck man shitty. I'm pronouncing that correctly because he did write the word shitty. Douche instead of Daesh. Should be the next Man United manager, said Rod. Chief called and said you aren't there. No fucking clue what that is. I give up. I'm not even going to read out stuff I don't understand anymore because there's just too much of it. United and Liverpool are much better than City as they have a thing called history. Exactly. Do you get tickets off the Liverpool website? Not me, no. Absolutely not. I feel we're missing Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's creativity this season, said Tom. I feel like I should introduce a ban, actually. If a ban on the word BUVAC, that isn't allowed on the channel, but I think we should introduce a ban on Furno for Daz's name. Just for Furno. Everybody else can talk about Daz all they want because we love Daz. But we should introduce a ban just for Furno. I feel we're missing Oxlade-Chamberlain's creativity. Done that one. I play for an academy team. Nice. Nice. My dad was a big darts player as well, mate. I was just never any use of it, to be fair. I went to Garky Poo's channel after the LFC game. It felt good. They're probably, what, celebrating a 2-2 draw? That's probably one of their best results of the season, is it? Do you know Lindsay Howden does a great bacon barm? Okay. Great stuff. Well done to Lindsay. Hope there's brown sauce on it. Right, guys, I don't know what else to do. I'm absolutely shattered. My eyes are closed and my voice is fucked. Massive 3 points for the Reds today. Who was Daz? On the bench LFC is Daz's channel. Really good guy. Absolutely love the chap. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Top Red, great channel, great content. Yeah, he's just unfortunately he hasn't been doing stuff lately, but he's an absolute superstar, Daz. Craig is just a stepping stone until Daz comes back. Oh, we'll see who's laughing, mate. Because the first time Daz does a stream, you're getting blocked. And then I'll have my little smirk on my face. Don't you worry about that, Furno. I can play games as well, mate. What have we got? Chelsea are hit and miss. I hope they're hit against City. I went to Gark's channel and somebody said to me, go commit a leap of faith. That's what you get, mate, to be fair. Fuck him. Fuck Gark. Yeah, fuck him. Don't know what else to say. You know my thoughts on that little clown. Cheers, Craig. Top streams, watch alongs are my go-to now, said Stephen. Thank you, mate. That's really kind of you. Jared, how are you, sir? Great to have you in. Still can't believe we passed the 5,000 subs tonight. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. My voice is fucked. I know I've only been on about 46 minutes or something, but I'm absolutely knackered. Thank you so much to everyone that joined tonight. You're absolute legends. I hope you enjoyed the second half anyway. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back tomorrow at about 10:15. We'll start looking ahead to the weekend. Until then, guys, love each and every one of you, and up the motherfucking Reds.